We seek out adventure and risk so that we can engage with God, but also so that we can engage with each other in a way that's deeper, in a way that we can understand each other and the teams that we work in better. So we went to the Gower and we went rock climbing and we went through all these mountains in the mist, and throughout all of these different things we were able to engage with each other in an all new way and to develop relationships with each other, which is a really valuable lesson when you're living in communities and you're working as a team. I learned what value there was in decisions, but also the value that there is in the group and communication, and how amazing God works through other people, and how you can see the gifts when people are pushed beyond what they normally would. I think that we were called to engage in risks in different ways and to take different kinds of adventure. One of the main ones that we were encouraged to take social courage and to come out of our normal comfort zone with talking to people. So we were put on placements in the community. We were able to get involved in the local area, to be involved in local churches and to develop relationships with people that we didn't necessarily know. And this came to bring some of the greatest fruits that we've seen as we went to India. And we took an expedition out for 3 days, and we had 12-hour bus journeys, and we didn't know the language, and we had a language barrier throughout all these different things. But through this, we were able to take courage and to find our strength in God, but also the strength there is in a group, and to dig deep within ourselves and find our motivations for why we are here.
Teaching was mainly focused on discipling and spiritual growth and spiritual warfare and all those manners of things, and so learning about that means that you are able to engage with God in a far more intelligent way than other ways, because you know more about God.
I felt that not only was the teaching in the classroom very edifying, but I particularly enjoyed listening to the stories of our teachers, since they provide stories from the real life in the mission field. Prayer life has changed very much since being here, and one of the things that impressed me the most was hearing about a trip that some people here took to one particularly remote area, and the sole purpose for that trip was only to pray.
Over the gap year there are very specific times where you pray and where you gather together to pray, and so having that discipline of pushing through even when you don't feel like praying is really valuable to learning what it's like to consistently pray. One thing that I really enjoyed was praying for people and discovering God's heart for them and what godly characteristics they already had in themselves. And so having that was really good, because then you could go to outreach and you'd be seeing these people, but with the eyes of God.
I saw God moving very clearly week by week as I would pray for one specific thing one week, and then the next week I would see that it come to pass. That gave me great encouragement.
We serve because that's the way we can honor people. That's a very practical way that we can show people our love, that we care for them, and that they are important to us.
So the reason we serve at North Dock is because we want to honor people, and because it gets good stuff done.
We serve because Jesus did, and He wants us to, and because we love other people, and we want to show them that we love them in a practical way.
One of the best ways to honor people and showing that you care about them is by doing stuff.
It was really good to serve.
Like, you can do something for someone and the thought is good, but if you're actually getting stuff done, that's also really good.
We can serve others practically also in a spiritual way by praying for them and being there for them, asking you how you are, being interested in people and really loving them and caring for them.
Living in community was interesting.
So there were some learning curves, there were some ups and downs, but overall it was a fantastic experience.
It's great to live among a group of people that all have a common goal.
I think there's so much to learn from other people, and that they can help you learn about yourself. So altogether, wonderful.